Ever lost a good client because you said your price the wrong way? Welcome back to Career English Podcast. I'm James, and that's Alex. Today, 5 English words to talk about money with clients. By the end, you'll know the one word that makes clients trust your price fast.
Okay, here is my real situation from last week. A client from Canada wanted a logo for his shop. He asked me, "What is your rate?" And I froze. I did not know if he wanted my hourly price or the full cost of the job.
That happens to so many freelancers. So you need to ask him a question back. You can say, "Do you have a budget for this project?" Then you know how much money he plans to spend, and you can set your rate to match his budget.
But wait, that feels risky to me. If I ask about his budget first, will he think I am greedy? I want to send an estimate, not scare him away before we even start talking.
Good worry, but no. Asking about the budget is normal and professional. Then you send an estimate with your rate inside it. After the work is done, you send an invoice, so he pays you. It is a clear and simple path.
Okay, that path sounds calm. So I ask his budget, I give an estimate, I do the work, and then the invoice. Let me make sure I understand each word, because I mix them up all the time on client calls.
Let's start with budget. A budget is the money a person or a company plans to spend on something. Your client thinks, "I have $500 for this logo." That $500 is his budget, and it tells you what is possible.
So a budget is like a box for money. The client puts a limit on the box before we start, and if my rate is too high for his budget, I can make the job smaller, right? Or I lose the client.
Exactly right, and that is a smart move. Now, rate. Your rate is the money you charge for 1 hour or for one job. My rate is $40 an hour. A clear rate helps the client see your value fast.
Here is my confusion. Is rate the same as cost? Because on Upwork, I see people write both words, and my brain says they mean the same money thing. Push back on me if I am wrong.
They are close, but not the same. Your rate is the price for one unit, like 1 hour. The cost is the full amount for the whole job. So your rate is $40, but the cost of the project is $800.
Oh, now I see it clearly. My rate is small and repeats, but the cost is the big total number at the end. The client cares most about the cost because that is the money that leaves his budget.
Yes, and that leads to estimate. An estimate is a guess about how much money or time the job will need. Before the work, you tell the client, "My estimate is around $600. It is not the final number, but it is close."
So an estimate is a friendly guess, not a promise. That takes the fear away. I can say my estimate is $600, and the client is not angry if the real cost is a little more or a little less.
Right, and last is invoice. An invoice is a file that asks the client to pay you. After you finish the logo, you send an invoice with the cost on it. The invoice is how you actually get your US dollars or euros.
I made a mistake here once. I said, "I sent him a receipt, so please pay me." But it was before the work, not after. Was that wrong? It felt wrong when he did not answer.
Yes, small fix. Before you get paid, you send an invoice, not a receipt. A receipt is proof after the money comes in. So the order is estimate first, then invoice, then later, a receipt. Easy to mix up, so no worry.
Thank you for the warm fix. Let's practice one line. I want people at home to say the money words out loud because saying them makes them stick better than just hearing them once.
Good idea. Try saying this one with me. I'll say it once and you say it after me in your own voice. Ready? Here it is. My rate is $40 and my estimate for the project is $600.
That felt strong when I said it. Why does that one sentence work so well on a client call? It sounds simple, but it carries 2 big money words at the same time.
It works because you give the small number and the big number together. The client hears your rate, then your estimate, so he can check it against his budget right away. No confusion, no long email back and forth about the cost.
Let me try a fresh scene. Picture a client call at 8 in the morning for me, but late night for the client in Australia. He says, "We love your work, but what will this cost us?" My hands are shaking a little.
Okay, stay calm and use your words. What do you say first? Give me the full answer, not just one line, so the people listening hear how a real client call sounds when it goes well.
I say, "Thank you, I am glad you like it. Can you share your budget for this project?" Then he says, "The budget is $1,000. And I answer, "Great, my rate is 50 an hour and my estimate is 900.
Beautiful. You asked the budget, matched your rate, and gave a clear estimate under his number. He feels safe because the cost fits his budget. Then what do you do after you finish the job for him?
Then I send the invoice with the final cost, and I write a short thank you note. He pays me in US dollars, and I finally feel like a real professional freelancer instead of a scared beginner on a call.
That is the whole journey. And notice you never once said the wrong word. You separated your rate from the cost, and that is the thing that trips up most new freelancers on their first big client call.
So let me put it all in one story to check myself. Is this right? Give me a thumbs up if my order is correct, because I really want to lock this in for my next client.
Go for it. Walk me through the full money story. Take your time and use every word, because the people at home will follow your order and copy it in their own client calls this week.
Here it is. I ask the client for his budget. I set my rate to fit it. I send an estimate for the total cost, and after the work, I send an invoice. Then I get paid in real dollars.
That is perfect, and you kept every word in its place. Now your turn at home. Try saying this. My budget is small, so please send me your rate and a full estimate of the cost before we start.
I love that one because it works from both sides. As a freelancer, I ask about the budget, and as a client, I ask for a rate and an estimate. The same money words serve me either way, which feels powerful.
Subscribe if you want more English for your freelance career, because next episode we go deeper into money talk. We will learn how to ask for a higher rate and how to write an invoice that gets paid fast with no awkward silence.
I am ready for that one, because asking for more money in English still scares me a little. Thank you all for practicing your budget and rate words with us today. Say them out loud until they feel normal.
Take one word today, maybe budget or rate, and use it on your next client call. Try this in your next email. Come back next episode and tell us how it went.